So in Lahan, we are watching the YouTube channel, and my today's lecture is about sentence and sentence structure. So sentence and sentence structure. I have already discussed this, and I have told you about parts of sentence, elements of sentence. We have two kinds of sentences. One is called kinds of sentence according to its function. Another is kind of sentence according to the class structure. Now I am going to explain it in detail. So, first of all, kinds of sentences according to its function. So, kinds of sentences according to its function, that is assertive sentence, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, exclamatory sentences, and optative sentences. There are 5 kinds of sentences according to its function. Now I am going to explain these 5 kinds of sentences according to the function. So all these will be one thing be in mind, that all these 5 kinds of sentences, they will be simple sentences. All these sentences will be end at the punctuation mark, just full stop, sign of interrogation or sign of exclamation. So for example, assertive sentences. Assertive sentences will be started from the subject and it will end with full stop. So started from the subject and at the end there will be full stop. Such kind of sentence we will call assertive sentence. Another is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence will be started from auxiliary or WH or interrogative word. It will be started from auxiliary word or it will be started from auxiliary word, interrogative word, WH word, root H and how etc. is where that is interrogative word. So that will be started from interrogative word or an auxiliary word. At the end there will be sign of interrogation. So such kind of sentence we will call interrogative sentence. So be in mind one thing, that all these sentences are kinds of sentences and these are simple sentences. These are simple sentences. Another sentence, that is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence will be started from the verb and there will be full stop at the end. With an imperative sentence, so imperative sentences will be started from the verb and there will be a subject, but subject will be understood. For example, imperative sentence, open the door. So we are saying open the door, but the place of subject will be taken by the gesture. We say you open the door. So you is not understood subject. With an imperative sentence, subject is there, but that is not written because it is an understood subject. So be in mind. That is verb started sentence, at the end there will be full stop. It will be started from the verb, at the end there will be full stop. Such kind of sentences we will call imperative sentences. Another advanced grammar disease we will call jussive sentences. Jussive, jussive sentences. Jussive sentences is will call an imperative sentences. So another kind, fourth kind, that is exclamatory sentences. So what is exclamatory sentences? Exclamatory sentences in which there is exclamatory word. For example, we have exclamatory word hurrah. We have an exclamatory word hurrah. Sign of exclamation will be there. Such kinds of sentence will be started from what? What a beautiful sight it is. Sometimes there will be sign of exclamation at the end of sentence, and sometimes sign of exclamation will be at the after exclamatory word. When there is exclamatory word, sign of exclamation will be at the end of exclamatory word. And when there is sentences started from the word, there will be sign of exclamation at the end of that sentence. So sense of exclamation or sense of wonder. So here will be sense of joy or sense of grief, sense of sorrow. such kind of sentences we will call exclamatory sentences. Here is optative sentences. Optative sentences are those sentences in which there is some break. And such kind of sentences, they will start from may. May you live long. And may at the end there will be sign of exclamation. Again there will be sign of exclamation at the end of such kind of sentences. So for that will be started from may you live long. So that is optative sentences. These are 5 kinds of sentences according to the function of sentences. Now towards a very important thing which we can say, that is kind of sentences according to the class structure. Kinds of sentences according to the class structure. That is a very important portion of today's lecture, and be attentive and be ready. So kinds of sentences according to the class structure. The very first kind of sentence, that is simple sentence. Simple sentences, which composed on only one class, or which composed on only one dependent class, and there will be only one dependent class within it. It will be started from the subject. At the end there will be full stop, maybe full stop, maybe sign of interrogation, maybe sign of exclamation, but depend upon only one class, and that one class will be an independent class. That will be an independent class. For example, I am studying in the library. So that is what? That is independent class. And that is simple sentence. Another important kind is compound sentence. What is compound sentence? First of all, composed on 2 independent clauses. One important thing, they will be composed on 2 independent clauses. Will be composed on 2 independent clauses, separated by a coordinating conjunction. Separated by a coordinating conjunction. And coordinating conjunction, coordinating conjunction is that kind of conjunction which coordinates 2 independent clauses. Which coordinates 2 independent clauses. And when there is a coordination between 2 independent clauses, the sentence will be compound sentence. It will be compound sentence when there is coordinating conjunction between the 2 independent clauses. Again and again I am repeating for the purpose to be within your mind that there will be coordinating conjunction. So what are coordinating conjunction? Coordinating conjunction is called FANBOYS, FANBOYS, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. These are called coordinating conjunction. These are called coordinating conjunction. When there are such like conjunction between 2 independent clauses, you should say that is compound sentence. So with closed eyes you should detect that will be compound sentences. For example, I want to go for a walk and I call Mr. Ali. So I call Mr. Ali, that is independent clause. I want to go for a walk, that is independent clause. Separated by coordinating conjunction and. Separated by coordinating conjunction and. So there will be 2 clauses, both will be independent, and they will be separated by FANBOYS conjunction, which we call coordinating conjunction. Which we call coordinating conjunction. So the example is here. I want to go for a walk and I call Mr. Ali. I call Mr. Ali, independent clause. I want to go for a walk, independent clause, separated by and the sentence that will be compound sentence. Understood? And then we are going towards third important thing, which we call complex sentence. What is complex sentence? First of all, let us discuss. Then I am telling about you on the whiteboard as well. What is complex sentence? One independent clause and one dependent clause. One principal clause and one subordinate clause. One will be independent clause and one will be dependent clause. 1 plus 1. One will be independent clause, principal clause. One will be dependent clause, that is subordinate clause. They will be separated by subordinating conjunction. They will be separated by subordinating conjunction. So separated by subordinating conjunction. What are those subordinating conjunction? Because all the sense, when, if, while, after, before, etc. These are called subordinating conjunction. And one important thing, I am giving you the clue. Without the usage of fin voice. When there is no fin voice in the sentence, your sentence will be complex sentence. When there is no conjunction related to fin voice, so when there is no coordinating conjunction, there will be subordinating conjunction. There will be subordinating conjunction. And when there is subordinating conjunction, the sentence will be a complex one. The sentence will be a complex one. So what is complex sentence? Two clauses separated by subordinating conjunction, and one will be independent, another will be dependent, or some grammarian call it principal clause and subordinate clause separated by subordinating conjunction, and subordinating conjunction are because all the sense, when, if, which, after, before, etc. Or we can say when there is no fin voice within sentence, sentence will be complex one. Sentence will be complex one. Complex sentences. So one independent clause, one dependent clause. Be in mind. Another kind of sentence which is very tricky as well, and that is fourth important kind of sentence, that is called compounded complex sentence. Compounded complex sentence. What is compounded complex sentence? Compounded complex sentence are those in which there will be two independent clause and one dependent clause. So one point be in mind. When there is two independent clause, these two independent clauses will be separated by coordinating conjunction fin voice. And one dependent clause that will be separated by subordinating conjunction. So at one part there will be coordinating conjunction, while at another part there will be subordinating conjunction. So two will be independent clause, principal clauses, and one will be dependent clause. Such kind of sentence we will call compounded complex sentences. Compounded complex sentences. So for example, clause I stayed home because it started raining and I read a book. I read a book, that is independent clause. I stayed home, that is independent clause. Because it started raining, I read a book, that is independent clause. I stayed home, that is independent clause. It started raining, that is dependent clause. So two independent clause and one dependent clause, that will be compounded complex sentence. First of all, it is separated by subordinating conjunction, and here it is separated by coordinating conjunction. So subordinating conjunction and coordinating conjunction, such type of sentence we will call compounded complex sentence. That is always tricky, and that is always within examination, whether it is the examination of Public Service Commission and whether it is the examination MDCAT, ECAT, etc. Even ETA, such like question will be there. So what type of question will be given to you within your paper? So there will be a sentences and you are going to detect. If you don't know about its structure, you will be unable to detect these sentences. So first of all, learn about the structure and memorize it again, this video, watch this video again and again. And if you are feeling any problem, then comment below or tell me about it. I will repeat this lecture. So again and again you should watch this video and learn about the structure of all these sentences. Then you will be able to detect, because sentence will be given to you and you will be asked to detect whether the sentence is complex one, whether it is compound, whether it is simple, whether it is compound and complex, you will detect. So sentence will already be given. You must know about the structure of these sentences. So comment below if you have any problem. Thank you very much for watching my video, for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you.